Ladies and gentlemen, we have arrived. The division that everybody's talking about, the Pacific Division. The Golden State Warriors lost 85% of what made them dominant the last 5 seasons, as Steph Curry and Draymond are the only ones that remain. The Los Angeles Clippers went from a good team to a championship favorite with the adding of Kawhi Leonard, who's coming off his Toronto championship this last season. On top of that, Paul George. On top of that, an already good lineup. The Los Angeles Lakers, maybe your championship favorite. LeBron James pairs with Anthony Davis to create a legendary Staples Center scenery this year. Those are your 3 teams. Also, the Kings and the Suns, soaking in misery this year. This is the Pacific Division, and the winner of the 2019-2020 NBA Finals will be... Watch the video. Here it is, folks. This is it. This is the final NBA division to preview and review for the upcoming season. And I wanted to save the most exciting one for last. I'm going to be away for a few days. My cousin's getting married. I'm leaving tomorrow. So this is going to be my last video for a little bit. I do come back, I want to say late Tuesday night, maybe Wednesday. No, it'll be late Tuesday, I think. And I wanted to finish this because by the time we come back, the NBA tip-off night, and then you're coming home, and it's just, it would not work so well. This is easily, without any type of debate, the most exciting division going into the season. It is a division that has been dominated by the Golden State Warriors, who have dominated the NBA for so many seasons. And like I said, this is going to be your last video for a while. I will probably, well, not a while, but I should be able to get an NFL review for week 7, but that'll probably be your next video. I don't know if you'll get anything through the weekend. Well, I'm going to see where the chips fall and what lands where, but I would say your safe bet would probably be that, and then I'll return home and back to that. So a lot of you may be asking, well, what happens after this? You know, I've previewed all the football. I do the football reviews. Baseball season's coming to an end. NBA previews are done after this video, and, well, there's a lot of different things. One, I would like to translate into gaming, because I think that's what could really skyrocket the channel. I would continue doing the NFL reviews, and I wanted to maybe do like a news kind of show, and give different thoughts and opinions on various news events in and around sports as well, and some more wrestling stuff probably. You're going to get those wrestling reviews too. It'll be quiet for a few days, but I am not going anywhere. I've had so much fun. I just want to say these reviews and previews have been an absolute blast. I've had so much fun doing these intros and hearing how people think about different things. I can't wait to get more creative with it and just keep going. But it is time to preview the Pacific Division, and I'm definitely doing this before my household becomes a zoo later with everybody packing their things together, which I've already begun the process of. The Los Angeles Lakers. Now, I will state in this video that there is a team in this division that I do believe will win the championship this year, as everybody thinks, and I also think that team is in Los Angeles. The question is which one. The Clippers and Warriors are going to be Clippers and Warriors. Well, it's actually in California, believe it or not. I can go even broader because there are 3 teams in there as well, but I think the Warriors tank is gonna definitely die down a lot. First team, the Los Angeles Lakers. The Lakers are going to win the finals this upcoming season. Now, that is a very hard decision to make based on who you ask and who you talk to, because the Clippers will be right on their tail. And I've been hearing people think that Utah and Denver might actually win the West. I don't see that happening. I know they've got a very well-rounded team and a machine that works, but I don't see that happening. But the Lakers, the news is the fact that LeBron is coming back, and he's got a lot of help. Anthony Davis, one of the best top 5 players in the NBA, is going to be joining LeBron James on this Los Angeles Lakers team, and have Kyle Kuzma for a little bit of a razzle-dazzle. They've also surrounded the team quickly with more talent. Danny Green, Quinn Cook, Avery Bradley, DeMarcus Cousins, which has virtually no value in the NBA because he just gets hurt and he's just old, and not even so much old, he's just hurt all the time, and it is what it is. They have all the names, but they will need to build chemistry fast. I think that's what the Lakers need to do on this team. It all depends how quickly they can do that. On paper, the Lakers should win the West, and if they don't, I would say the Clippers do. I know a lot of people are like I said, are saying Denver and Utah. But the West is so packed, and there's so many things that go into it, and you do have to make a prediction before the season starts. I would say the Lakers win the West, and if not, it's the Clippers. But the Lakers, to me, will win the title this year. I just think that they're locked and loaded. LeBron and AD. Now, I know the Clippers have Kawhi and Paul George, but LeBron and AD is just unbelievable. And both of them, I don't know if I could say Anthony Davis is better than Kawhi. I would say it's a very tough debate. You could say that he is. LeBron is the best player in the NBA, and we all know that. That's not up for debate, but I think that those tides could be turning soon. Your starting five for the Los Angeles Lakers is Rajon Rondo at point, Danny Green at shooting guard, small forward LeBron, power forward Anthony Davis, and believe it or not, one of the most useless players in NBA history of recently, Dwight Howard, is going to be most likely a center for these Lakers teams, for this Lakers team. So you're going to be expecting Dwight Howard to ring chase, as they are assuming that this Lakers team could be like the Warriors, which I'm not expecting it to be. I think that they're going to have their flaws throughout the year, and I think that if the Lakers start off slow, everyone's going to say that everything's a disaster because they always do premature predictions for that as well. But I have the Lakers winning the title. I just think they have, not only do they have LeBron and AD, they have players around them that can be good as well. I think that that's what's important. People see LeBron and AD, okay, that's great, but Danny Green is going to be very, very good for the Lakers. Rondo, I don't really know what you'll get from him, and Dwight Howard's a bag of chips, but the Lakers are going to be good. I have them winning the title. And now, to the other side of LA, the Los Angeles Clippers. Now, on theory, I think the Clippers have a better team, if that makes any sense. They're considered by a lot as a favorite to win, not the division, but at all. Kawhi Leonard is coming off of his championship delivery to the Toronto fan base, but we all know that if Kevin Durant was playing last year, that Golden State would have probably won in 5, because you just saw when he came back in that Game 5 that he was, what was he, 11 for 11 in that first quarter before he got re-injured and then lost himself for the year. I just think that Kawhi and Paul George is going to be a fantastic duo for the LA Clippers, but my thing is that Paul George is an elite player, and I don't really know exactly throughout the playoffs how he's fared, but is he on that super top tier player where you have, in the NBA you have LeBron, Giannis, Steph Curry, Kevin Durant, and then you kind of have your second tier guys. You have guys like Paul George, Damian Lillard, Kyrie Irving. I'm talking about the top 3 super elite, and those are all elite players, but I don't know if Paul George can really, really keep up. I would say he probably could. The the Clippers also re-signed Patrick Beverley. They stole Maurice Harkless, and Harrell also improved, and he's going to be important for Clippers this year. But it is said that these Clippers team is going to have a really tough schedule. I don't know exactly. We'll see. So I'm going to say that just because of that, the Lakers might have the advantage. I would have the Clippers getting second seed in the West this upcoming season. Their starting 5 is Patrick Beverley at point, shooting guard Landry Schmidt, Kawhi Leonard, small forward, Paul George at power, and Ivica Zubac at center. So this Clippers team is going to be a lot of fun to watch, and it's going to be a lot of fun to see. People are going to keep track of where the Lakers and Clippers are all season long, and it's going to be a lot of fun to watch. But I have the Clippers getting second seed, and if they don't, first, and vice versa. Lakers get first, Clippers get second. Clippers get first, Lakers get second. They're going to be tightly contested with each other towards the top, I would think, just all year as well. But also they're going to have to build chemistry, and not every player has chemistry that comes from another athlete, and that's another thing I said about Russell Westbrook and James Harden. In theory, that the Rockets could be an offensive powerhouse, but it's all going to depend on how they can build that chemistry, and especially with teams that have so many big names and the hype is so strong. You know what you're going to get from LeBron and the Clippers. You know what you're going to get from Anthony Davis. It's the outside parts of it. Same thing on the Clippers. They've already had a very good team, so when in theory you put Kawhi and Paul George on that, there's nothing else that team could do to build itself better. And that's that. The Phoenix Suns. Now, unfortunately, there are 2 teams in this division that completely suck, but they have potential. The Suns are not one of them. I hate to say everybody, oh, well, you're a Knicks fan. I'm just being honest. The Phoenix Suns, Devin Booker is wasting his career away in the middle of the fucking desert. They traded Josh Jackson and TJ Warren, and I don't know why. A lot of people said something about that. They did draft Cameron Johnson, And Ricky Rubio is going to help out Devin Booker. He's going to be their point guard because Devin Booker kind of struggled playing the point last year. But I still think this team's going to be kind of awful. I think that they can be better, but I don't see them being anything good. They're going to get washed away in the West. Too strong. Starting five. Point guard Ricky Rubio, shooting guard Devin Booker, small forward Kelly Oubre Jr. I like him. I think he's good. Power forward Dario Saric, and center DeAndre Ayton, who is going to be good this year as well. So I'm not expecting anything from this Phoenix Suns team, and I don't think you should be either. But it'll be interesting to see kind of how Ricky Rubio, I guess, fits into the Phoenix system. But I'm not expecting anything of glory from the Phoenix Suns, and I just think they're going to be one of those teams where they have young players that do flashy things, especially Devin Booker. Devin Booker's been phenomenal in the NBA. He hasn't been perfect by any means, but he's been phenomenal. He's put up high-point performances. I think he had that 70-point game against the Celtics. But the Suns, they don't have it. Their system fails every year, and they've made strides to build their team, and it just doesn't work. So that's basically what I think. And the other team, before I get to the team that everybody wants to hear about, the Sacramento Kings. This team might be slightly better than you think, but it's all a lot goes into it. They re-signed Harrison Barnes. They signed Trevor Ariza. That's another bonus. They did lose Willie Cauley-Stein, who was good as a big man for the Sacramento Kings as well. Luke Walton's coming out as a coach. The only way that this Kings team can't be any worse. I think that with the names they've signed and how they've kind of been, I think that this Kings team is going to get better. I think the Sacramento Kings can't go down anymore. They're going to get better. Also, they're in the Western Conference. They will not make the playoffs, but their starting five is De'Aaron Fox at point, Buddy Hield at shooting guard, Harrison Barnes, which is going to be their leader at small forward, Marvin Bagley 3 at power, and Dwayne Dedmon at center. So I don't expect much from this Kings team. Harrison Barnes is one of those players that gets overlooked a lot in the NBA, but he is going to be putting up numbers for sure, and we're going to see what De'Aaron Fox does, if he can really take that step up, and Buddy Hield as well. But the Sacramento Kings are going to struggle in a Western Conference. Now, I know they signed Trevor Ariza. I don't know exactly how he's going to fit in here, but from what I looked at, their depth chart was as it followed. But Harrison Barnes is big, and Trevor Ariza will certainly help the Sacramento Kings team wherever he fits. We are, ladies and gentlemen, the final team in the NBA to review. The team that has dominated for the last 5 to 6 years and been so dominant, and just when they got better and they got Kevin Durant, shit started to crumble this offseason. We are talking about the Golden State Warriors. There was more negative by a long shot that happened to the Warriors than probably any other team in the playoffs. They lost almost everything. The hardest to predict is definitely the Warriors. I have them making the playoffs, but they're coming down a lot. They're dropping. Their stock is dropping a lot in the West. They lost Kevin Durant when he went to Brooklyn. Klay Thompson will be hurt all year. They did sign D'Angelo Russell. Cousins left. DeMarcus Cousins, who didn't really do much either, signed with the Lakers. Someone who has quietly been one of their best players, Andre Iguodala, went to Memphis. So you have lost KD, you lost Klay Thompson, you lost DeMarcus Cousins, and you lost Andre Iguodala. Stephen Curry and Draymond Green are the only notable names that remain from the Warriors dynasty. Steph Curry is great, and he's great enough to lead his team into the playoffs, but they won't win this year. That I know. That you know. Steve Kerr's coaching is going to be looked at closer because he's going to have more coaching to do. Draymond Green said something, I believe the other day, about him not knowing about these rookies coming in. They're not familiar with the system. I think the Warriors will make the playoffs, but they might not even. But I think that they have enough big names to where they can hold it down and squeeze a 7th seed in the West. Your starting five is Steph Curry, who speaks for himself. D'Angelo Russell is going to be big, but what are they expecting from him? What happens when Klay Thompson comes back? Is D'Angelo Russell a rental for the Golden State Warriors? Small forward Alonzo McKinney, not going to do anything. Power forward Draymond Green. Draymond talks more than he produces, as good as he is. And center even though he's good, I don't know if Kevon Looney would be someone that you can really put against a huge center. Can someone like Kevon Looney work with someone like Embiid? That's my thing. So the Warriors have completely drastically changed, and I think that they're going to be hurting this year a little bit. But I would love to see how D'Angelo Russell fares on the Warriors, especially after he broke out on the Nets. Um, it's going to be interesting. I have the Warriors dropping, but I have them in the 7th seed in the West. Ladies and gentlemen, it is with sad news that I say that my NBA preview and predictions are over. They've been a lot of work, they've been a lot of fun, and they've been everything in between. I have the Los Angeles Lakers winning the NBA Finals this year because LeBron James and Anthony Davis are just unstoppable, and I don't think anybody's going to be able to stop either of them on the same team. The Clippers can give them a good run for it. They'll be the only one that I think can really stick it to them. The Denver Nuggets are great, but like I said, the last time LeBron was paired with a superstar, he beat a 73-win team in 7 games in the finals. And there was also a game in that finals where him and that said superstar, Mr. Kyrie Irving, dropped 40 points each. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for supporting the channel up to this point. NBA preview and predictions have been fun. I think so far the NFL has been looked at a lot. I also have in my channel other things coming on. The Yankees, how they're going to have to rebound. Tonight's game did get rained out. And that means that Game 4 is going to be tomorrow night. Game 5 is going to be Friday night. Game 6 should be Sunday night. And potentially Game 7 would be Monday night. So thank you, everybody. This has been so much fun. And good luck to all of your teams in the upcoming NBA season.